Cindy, if you see a fire, who do you call?
The fire department.
Okay. What if it's a volunteer fire department?
Well, I don't know. What's the difference? It's fire department's fire department.
That's just it. We just know it as a fire department, but there are volunteer fire departments, which means these people have other jobs, regular jobs they got to do, and they probably aren't getting paid a whole lot to be a fireman.
Probably not.
That's why we're here in Cloverdale. They're doing a ride, a benefit ride for the Cloverdale Township Volunteer Fire Department, and I don't know the difference. I really don't. I don't know the difference between that. I know the American Legion's putting it on. They got a ride going. They got a breakfast going. Personally, I want to go eat some breakfast, but it smells pretty good. So I think, I don't know. I'd like to find out a little bit more about this. Hey, man, big shout out, Leidendorf Law. Thank you so much for being on board with Steel Horse Thunder now for almost 20 years, for being a part of the Indianapolis community for over 40 years, taking care of the motorcycles. Nobody does it better than Leidendorf Law. If you ever need a personal injury lawyer, they're the ones to call. Thank you so much, Leidendorf Law.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
All right, man, we're here at Cloverdale. We're at the American Legion. I know they're doing a breakfast right now, fundraiser for you guys. I guess my question is, what is the biggest difference between a volunteer? You guys are a volunteer fire department, and then you have other fire departments. I mean, somebody like me, all I know is if there's a fire, I call and say, hey, we got a fire.
We're the only difference between us is we don't get paid. We do the same training as paid firemen. We all have to be state certified. So the only difference in us is we don't get paid.
So how does that work then? How does that work? Like, say you're at your regular job, and then all of a sudden there's a fire. How does?
Normally we if we're at work, we stay at work. But if it's big enough, we can leave work. But normally we all carry pagers and phones, and if you ask all of our wives, they'll tell us we spend more time down at the firehouse than we do at home. But anytime, day or night, pager goes off, we respond. So 24/7.
So then you basically, if you have a day off from your regular job, that means you're going to be a fireman that day.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah. We're the busiest volunteer fire department around here. We did 954 runs last year, just right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, again, like myself, all I know is, hey, if there's a fire, you call the fire department. And then it's like, we don't think about whether these guys, whether that's what they do all the time or whether they have another job. I mean, we don't think about that kind of stuff.
Everybody just drops what we're doing and head to the fire station. So, doesn't matter if you're in the middle of supper, family gathering. We've all left many family gatherings. Just, go to the firehouse, do your job, and go back home.
So how special are your spouses? To be able
well, my wife's been putting up with it for 36 years, putting up with me for 43 years, so, she's used to it. So some of the younger ones, it takes a while to get used to because, like I say, we're up all hours of the night. Doesn't matter what time the pager goes off, we get out of bed and respond, go to the station. So,
man, that's just amazing. Let me just say thank you for what you do.
What brings you out to this ride today? Because this is a volunteer fire department ride. Are you a volunteer fireman?
I was, but because of health reasons, I can't do it no more. My son and my ex-brother-in-law are on the fire department, so I still support them.
Well, that's good that you do, being one yourself, and then having family that does it. So I saw you riding in here with your stogie hanging out of your mouth and looking all badass.
Well, most people make fun of me for smoking a cigar while riding, but I don't know. It's a bad habit.
Is it a bad habit or is it a good habit? You look pretty cool riding in.
Well, I don't know. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, I'm glad you're out here today. I mean, it's kind of a cool day, but it's going to be good for you guys. I heard it's like, a little bit of a long ride. I guess, I don't know, is 95 miles a long ride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of average for the Legion riders.
He said it's usually longer, but they shortened it today, so I don't know. I think I would have shortened it a little bit more for me, but that's just me.
It is brisk this morning, and I've got another bike. I've got an Ultra Limited, but with my medical problems, I went and got this because it's a little easier for me to handle with my medical problems.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep the Limited for trips, and then for charity rides and stuff like this, I've got this Softail.
Well, the awesome thing is that you're still riding.
I'm blessed to be able to still ride. It's really the last thing I got left.
Hey man, Leidendorf Law, personal injury lawyer. I tell you, Leidendorf Law has been a part of this show, a major part of this show for 20 years. Thank you so much, Leidendorf Law, for what you've done for Steel Horse Thunder and all the riders.
So Danielle, you are decked out, and I mean, I totally understand. It's a little bit chilly out today.
A little chilly. I'm ready for it though.
Yeah. So you're here by yourself riding?
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
So what brought you out to this ride?
Well, I'm part of the riders here at the post, and just out to support our local fire department.
So you're not a fire person?
No, but I've got family in there, so.
I don't know how you say it, if it's a firewoman or a fireman. If they all go by firemen, I don't know.
Or firefighter.
Oh,
Covers them
yeah,
all.
I guess that does. Yeah, stupid me. So are you excited about this ride? Because I know it's a little bit of a longer ride.
I am actually. I don't think it's going to be too bad of a ride though. I just went down to Rabbit Hash a couple weekends ago, so that was my first ride for the season. So about 300 miles in one day. I think I can do this one.
Yeah,
so.
I think you can. I think you can.
Yeah.
So what was in Rabbit Hash?
It's just a little town just over the river in Kentucky. So, but it was my first time going, so it was fun.
How long have you been riding?
Gosh,
A long time.
a while, since 2009.
Okay.
So, a few years.
Hey, big shout out to Crambo's out in Greencastle. Man, if you're looking for paint work, mechanical work, or accessories, they have everything you need out in Greencastle. It's Crambo's. You know what they say, they'll get you noticed.
Are you a firefighter?
I was at one time.
So how did it feel being a firefighter?
Could be a little harrowing at times.
Yeah. I can't imagine being a firefighter and going into a burning house or going into a situation that you guys have to go into. That's got to be heart-wrenching at times.
At times it can be, especially if you knew somebody was still in the house.
Yeah. So are you excited about this ride today?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys be safe and have a great trip.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, David, you're with CMA. Tell me about CMA.
CMA is a Christian motorcycle organization that caters to motorcycle groups to bring the Lord, the gospel to them, and it's one of the missions that we do that is very highly needed in the United States. We also have worldwide missions. We have we give away motorcycles to different countries, different pastors that need to get around. We've given away horses. We've given away camels. There's just any kind of transportation that a pastor might need to get to shepherd his flocks in different churches throughout the world.
How special is this to see this many people showing up for a fundraiser breakfast that you guys are doing here at the American Legion?
We get a tremendous amount of community support for us. And at 11:30, the DTF, a little outfit up here that does online auctions, they did an auction for us this past Tuesday. 100% of the proceeds go to us. They're going to be presenting us a check at 11:30. Don't know how much it is. Last year was over $9,000.
Oh, wow.
So, but yeah, we've always had real good community support, and this here shows it. So.
Oh, yeah.
We're running out of stuff. So.
Yeah, when you see them running back in with more stuff, it's like, hey, man, that's a great sign.
Yeah.
So, man, thank you so much for coming out and talking to us, and thank you for explaining that to me, because like I said, that's one of the things that a lot of people just never even think about. So it's kind of cool, and again, thank you guys so much.
Putnam County, there is only one paid to fire department in Putnam County, and that's Greencastle Fire.
Okay.
But every fire department around here, we all work together. Like if we have a structure fire, which is a house or a business or something, we automatically send several departments all at one time. It's been working out. We started out a few years ago, and it works out great for everybody. You get more resources coming that we don't have to worry about. They just automatically come. And it helps out a bunch.
Nice.
And we do that all over Putnam County, and we're starting it in Owen County. So.
Right on, man. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the information, and I may have to go in there and try some of this breakfast.
Well, you better get in there while we still got some.
Well, Cindy, it got a little chilly when the sun went in and the wind started blowing, huh?
It did. It did. There's no sun out here at all now, and it's freezing.
Well, this isn't the run for the sun. That's later on.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you know, that's why. That's why this has happened.
Great.
Oh, my goodness. So what do you think about the volunteer fire department and all the stuff going on?
I think they have a really hard job. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could run into a house that's burning or run into, help somebody in that situation. I don't know. I probably would, but I'm just saying it's got to be heart-wrenching. It's got to be hard for them to be able to do those kind of things. So it's amazing what they do.
And not even get paid.
Yeah.
That's the kicker right there. It's like, my God, you got to really love it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, those people are very compassionate and have a big heart.
Yes,
They do. You can't do that kind of job without having the compassion that they have.
Well, all you firemen, all you volunteer fire departments out there, thank you so much for what you do and for taking care of us. We really do appreciate it. And with that, I got to say one more time, Cindy, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.